Hi everybody, Zander here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you 5 hacks that you can use to instantly be more confident around girls. And these are going to be 5 hacks that you can use to improve your charisma, improve your confidence, and overall be an all-around better person, you know, and ultimately one that you're proud of. So if you have not heard of me, my name is Zander. I'm the founder of Headman, and I'm here to revitalize masculinity and help make men full stack. And because of that today, there's a few key things that I have found absolutely important in all ways, shapes, and forms to maximize your confidence. So without further ado, let's dive in. The very first thing is you need to have a pipeline. Okay, now I'm going to apply this to sales and I'm going to apply this to marketing because that's the world that I live in. If we have slow amounts of leads coming into our business, okay, the sales reps that work for me, they start to get in scarcity. Okay, the sales reps that work for me, they get in scarcity because they're like, oh my gosh, every lead I get in, there's not many of them. This might be my last lead today. Like, I don't know how much commission I'm going to be able to make this month. And then what happens is when they get on the phone with that prospect, their tonality's off, they are scared, right? They're pleasing, they're hoping to get a sale instead of hoping to serve the customer. It doesn't work, okay? Because of that, I've applied a lot of these models in business to my own life, and you need to have a pipeline at all times, a pipeline of people to talk to. When you have a pipeline of people to talk to, this could be men or women, you start to get better at understanding social skills, social nuances, and how to be confident. And ultimately, confidence is really just making the other person feel something, and you are at the cause of their emotions. You're not at the effect. That's all it is. So I'm going to advise something that is different than probably most of the self-help channels that you watch, or probably most of the dating channels that you watch. I will advise you to have friends. Okay, even friends who are girls, even friends who you're not necessarily doing anything with on an intimate level. And here's why. When you have a pipeline of friends to choose from, friends to talk to, you start to get better at seeing trends and seeing patterns and seeing behaviors. And the note that I took down on this is there is a desensitization process that one must go through. What is a desensitization process? Well, a desensitization process is basically, in the beginning, when you had low confidence, you were probably scared, apprehensive, and nervous around the girls that you liked. When you have friends, you start to get used to being around the types of women, the types of companions that you want. You start to desensitize yourself to that nerves and that anxiety. Okay, so you have to have a pipeline. Like, you got to take some time off and you got to say, hey, I can't be focused on dating. I can't be focused on finding, you know, a girl for me. I have to just be focused on having options of people to talk to socially. And the second you do that, that is going to drastically improve your confidence because you get better at communicating who you are and they get better at communicating who they are to you. And it's a mutual exchange and it's good value. That's number one. Number two, you have to actually like how you look. Like, this is so important, but so many people neglect this. If you don't like how you look, like, the physical presence of you is extremely important. Like, think about that. You, how you look, like, this is you, the being that you're putting out into the world. So, like, if you're not fit, you need to get fit. If you're severely overweight, you need to tone up and be leaner. Because when you're leaner, here's what's going to happen. Your jawline gets better, your smile improves, you like the way you look, you like the way you fit in clothing. Improve every aspect, including the ways that you look, so that way the existence, the being, the physical presence you're putting out into this world you genuinely like. If you can do that, that's an insane confidence tip that will help instantly. Okay, when you like how you look, everything changes. And you can take this to the deepest levels of self-care. Like, I'll give you another example. If you, let's say you're a big coffee drinker, okay, and you have stains on your teeth, go get a teeth cleaning, okay, whiten your teeth, use teeth whitening toothpaste, and make sure you have pearly whites. Like, do the things that you can control. What you can control, oftentimes you can't control everything about how you look, but you can control the few things that will move the needle in the right direction to give you a positive experience. That's number two. Number three, practice voice tone. Okay, and I'm going to show you ways to do this. When you practice voice tone, what you're going to start to understand is that flirting in all ways, shapes, and forms typically has nothing to do with the words being spoken. Flirting has everything to do with how those words that you did just speak sound. This is called context of speech, okay? You can have a flirtatious interaction with a companion that you like simply by having the right smiling, the right flirting, the right teasing, right? The right social context, even the right voice tone. You can vary your pitch, right? When things get excited, you get really, really loud, and when things are a bit more hushed and more intimate and more serious, you lower the tone. Things like that cause depth of emotion, that causes change. When change is there and there's variables, you will now see attraction from the people that you're talking to. That's extremely important. There's a lot of ways to do this. The quickest way that I think that a lot of you can do it, one of the biggest cheat codes that I've used my entire life, I learned this from a friend way back when I was 17 years old, is FaceTime. Okay, I would see every single time when he would FaceTime, the connection that he would make instantly with the girl he was speaking to was instantly better than somebody who's texting. If you're not necessarily comfortable FaceTiming yet, what you can do is you can start to bridge the gap and baby step your way through it. The first thing you can do is voice memos. Okay, you can do voice memos on Instagram direct messenger, you can do voice memos on your cell phone, you can do voice memos on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Snapchat, and you can practice voice tone while you're speaking. And you'll notice if before you were boring or you were monotone, or let's say you were even very high-pitched and pleasing, you will see the better reaction you get when you're more stern and in your frame and in your zone and you're willing to send those voice memos. Okay, those voice memos show a layer of confidence. It shows you're willing to speak. It shows you're willing to put yourself out there. Not many guys are willing to do that. That's first. The second is you say, hey, if you're free, let's hop on the phone. I'll call you. And then you just call her. Okay? The third is progressing that to FaceTime. And to be honest, you can do this with anybody. You can do this with guys or girls. You can do this with your parents right away. Like, you just literally practice communicating in a way that makes the other person feel good. You're at the cause of their emotions, not the effect. If you can do that, you will start to win over the hearts of anybody that's in your social circle, and I guarantee it. Number 4, invite girls to your solidified world, okay? This is extremely important. The way you set up your life has to be warm and inviting. So like, I'll give you an example. If you say, hey, if it's a girl you haven't hung out with yet, you say, hey, me and a couple friends are going hot tubbing at XYZ location. Would you like to come with us? Notice you already have something planned. You already have a world set up. You have a solidified event. You're already going. She can come into that world. That is something that's very, very powerful. It shows you have other things going on in your life. That's why the biggest thing you can do is set up your life so there are certain things you enjoy doing. Like, I set up my household in perfect order. Okay, I set up all of the extracurriculars that I enjoy doing, like I bought an at-home sauna, okay? I got a hot tub, right? I ensured that I had my business and my purpose on check so that way I can afford to go jet skiing, things like that. So when you have this ecosystem of fun, excitement, you have a setup, you can invite people into that world. And this will take time if you don't have the financial resources yet. But even if you need to improvise, like, think about it. Let's say you're living in a basic 1-bedroom apartment and you're like, man, how can I start to make connections with people? Simple. Hey, me and 2 friends are going to play kickball at XYZ Park. You should come with us. Bring a friend. Winky face. Like, it's seriously that easy. You just have to learn how to get more creative. And the more creative you get, the more in the zone you're going to be getting. And the more in the zone you're getting, the more in the zone she feels, that woman that you're talking to feels that you are. That is so powerful. Number 5 is my favorite: lead social gatherings. When I was younger, all around town, what I would do constantly is I'd throw house parties. Or I'd throw house parties, or I'd throw shop parties. I'd go get a garage, right? We'd invite people, and I'd build them up for 2 weeks in a row over Snapchat. I'd build them up for 2 weeks in a row over Instagram, and everybody, hey, you got the address, are you coming, you coming? I was always the leader of those, okay? When you lead social gatherings, oh my God, there's still stuff I do today, like Facebook groups for a Super Bowl party, okay? Inviting people to my home, planning events. When you put 10 people into a text message group and you say, this is what we're doing, this is the time, who can make it, who can bring this, you are now leading an interaction. That is extremely attractive to anybody that you're talking to, and these 5 things will change your life. This is how you start to be a moving force in the world, a moving force in society, a moving force with the companions that you're talking to in real life. So how do you become confident with more girls? You do the things that a confident guy would do. And those 5 hacks that I just gave you are part of the best tips I've probably ever given on this channel when it comes to confidence, social calibration, and social nuances. If you like this video, quick reminder, there is 240 seats open inside of the MBT Masculinity Blueprint for 2022. After that, we are closing enrollment for Q2. And because I'm going through a shift with my career a little bit, I haven't released everything that I'm doing yet, because I'm pivoting very largely in specific areas of my life. This may be one of the last times and the last opportunities you get this opportunity. So because of that, go down below, check out the links. I have quick links, I have testimonials below. You can see the transformation of guys becoming the type of guy they've wanted to be. Guys, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.